Replace the creator with a burning ball of fire? Do you think they will fall for such a wild idea?
Yes, and call it science.
Tonight, the flat earth is burning and AI coping is on the rise. Creepy animations, bizarre edits, lies and denial are being thrown at people testing the flat earth concept. While the internet is getting filled with weird AI generated content, and the flat earthers, they already known for making lazy, sloppy content. So what happens when their flat fantasies goes up in flames and they scramble for a new way to cope with reality? Well, you get some of the weirdest, most pointless content you ever seen. And that is exactly what I want to cover today. We will start with a nutcase who goes by the name DJ New Moon. He gives us a front seat to how creepy and cult-like some flat earthers can be. His videos are all about his love for religion and his bigger love for the flat earth community, and they all come in the form of songs. I will not play those songs, I will play vocals sometimes, and also I will slow down the videos because his videos are usually very rapid with a lot of cutscenes and it is hard to understand them even when they are slow. Let's get back to flat earth. The main problem right now for flat earthers is the observation of the 24-hour sun in Antarctica, which matches the globe prediction and simply cannot walk on a flat plane with a sun. So as a creator, he started with a video about coping with this topic. We can see the two most popular ways to cope. The first one, which is claiming it was all fake and it was shot in a studio with a green screen, as some of them would say. The other one, which is they were there, but the sun was faked. Maybe it was a sun simulator like David Weiss loves to say. Maybe it was spotlights. And it doesn't matter how you look at it, the lie was successful and everyone managed to take pictures of the fake sun. And then we can learn some more stuff that really happened, like there was a huge party to celebrate the successful lie. Many of the bunkers were shown in this party, even those who didn't went there. Oh, wait a second. How many people are dancing around the debunkers? Are they all on the secret? This is simply amazing. So much people in Antarctica. Some people, like FTFE, even had the time to do research on the local penguins for, I don't know. And we can see all the guys streaming from there, different guys that again weren't even there. Everyone also played with the penguins. MC Toon even debated one penguin so he can win the game of hockey which they were playing. One of the crew, Jonathan, the camera guy, did the push-ups on the ice cause it was so cold. And yeah, he also took pictures of monkeys cause it's a known fact that monkeys love cold environment. And in the end of the event, Duffy prayed and became an angel and sat upon the sky. So it seems all the stuff I just said is a complete truth because artificial intelligence is real. It is not CGI, not fake like NASA, and you know it. It is the real deal. And before we continue with the weirdness, I would like to bring up an important point. Flat earthers have no brain. They have no opinion. They don't find things strange or different. As long as the creator agrees with them that the earth is flat, his video is perfect, it is spotless, and they all blindly agree with any video done by another flat earther. No matter how weird is the music, no matter how weird is the video, everyone agrees with this guy and another guys, which makes it a cult. Now let's continue with the weirdest stuff that you ever saw in the flat earth community. Like any good story, you first present your heroes and the good guys.
Step by step, as we climb through the noise, we will rise, voices strong, we will shine, love the light, let it drive. We are breaking chains. We are igniting flames. We are breaking chains. We are igniting flames.
And then you start presenting the evil guys. I don't know who this guy is, but who are the worst people for Flat Earth? Dave McKeegan, which became an alien in space. FTFE, which turned into a midget for some reason. Rusty, the dog of Dave McKeegan, is flying through space because, you know, debunkers have special powers. And now we have Mikey, one of the most delusional flat earthers that is doing street activism, fighting an ex-flat earther that goes by the name Jeranism. This shit is not crazy at all, not at all. McKeegan again grew some hair, cause why? Hell knows. Sean is a midget, Duffy is a midget, everyone is a midget, and you have some, even Witset is a midget. So apparently, if you debunk Flat Earth or reconsider Flat Earth, you will become a midget or you will explode, like Witset here. And honestly, I don't know what the guy took in order for him to even prompt those videos, but it was some crazy material. Flat Earthers don't believe in outer space, but donut in space or aliens in space make sense more than the moon landing. How? What? Why?
Lies surrounded you.
Space is big, Earth is flat, don't you know? Firmament above, the heavens glow.
So now we have the final experiment crew dancing in space for some reason, and the lunar landing is running away, and we have a robot on the moon. So pizza? What the fuck is going on in this video? Can someone help me in the comments and explain what the hell is going on? People are lost in space, but there is no space, and now Duffy is praying to an hamster, and there is party again. What?
When you fall flat, you never go back. When you go
Classic mantra inside the flat earther's mind is when you go flat, you never come back. Because the cult leaders say there is no flat earther that ever left the cult, of course, which makes it a cult, by the way. And that is a big fat lie that they need to cope with right now. This is why he wrote a song about it.
Bubble in space. Bubble in space. So many bubble.
Flat earthers think that they found some magic way to falsify the existence of outer space by showing astronauts with bubbles. Of course, in order to prepare for a different situation, you actually need to train for that situation. And therefore, NASA has a training facility in a pool where you can see bubbles near the astronauts. It doesn't mean it is shot in outer space. But it is kind of cute the way that he puts cats in space and bubbles. Flat earthers are so cute and dumb at the same time sometimes.
It's true, NASA lies. The devil is a liar, and God is real, and he loved you.
But you know what? After thinking about it, I don't know how it happened, but after hearing his old songs for so many times, and maybe it's because I like EDM. The guy is growing on me. The text is stupid, the visuals are horrible, but the songs are cute. Go check him out after, because he's just an innocent fluffer, unlike Dave Wise or something. As far as we know for now, and I think the guy is just brainwashed by Flat Earth and wants to create a good music, which he can. But AI is not just fun and games. AI can be dangerous, insulting, and toxic in the wrong hands. One of those creators goes by the name Flat Earth Benjo, and he wants to make a claim about the background for the final experiment. Of course, it is a total lie, but we must see how AI helps them to spread their lies. He starts with a character of a person telling a story, which cannot be more clear. He wants to claim that some people leaving Flat Earth is a planned event and they got the money for doing so.
A lie was bought and a story was sold. Power protected itself not with swords, but with deception.
Take the money. Take the money. 666 shekels and 33 copper coins.
Trust me, Jared, no one will ever know you are lying. My father taught me, and I am an expert.
You're just a stand-up guy, and I was always with you even when people thought I was about the truth. Are you with me on this? What's it? You can keep pretending you are one of them, so we have an inside man?
Yeah, for sure, brother. I can say I don't bathe and I was sleeping when they took him.
Some things never change. The rulers still protect their power with lies, hiding truth in the shadows, spinning stories through the media of the day.
So, a question to you, Benjo. Why do you need to lie about people and you cannot face the 24-hour sun in Antarctica and you rather spread those horrible AI films which had even anti-Semitic beat in them?
Misinformation is their weapon, and the truth tellers, they are branded as deceivers. They accuse others of the very thing they are guilty of. The game is old, but it's still being played. Just think, if they would have had cell phones and social media during the time of Christ, how would they have used that to help cover up the resurrection? I'll tell you what they would have done. They would have had their paid fact checkers and their warning labels stamped across every truth.
Did you just compare your Flat Earth conspiracy to Jesus? Are you admitting that Flat Earth is a cult-like religion?
They would have gathered together all their organized resistance, all the podcasters of the day that they have on their payroll. They would have proclaimed that the story of Christ is nothing but a hoax, misinformation, all the while telling us to trust the experts and keep faith in the rulers of this world.
Who are you going to believe? Me or your own eyes? I am telling you, trust your rulers. They wouldn't lie to you and neither would I.
Wrap yourself. Benjo takes us to deep religion and deep conspiracy nonsense that only he can understand.
As we enter the world known as the Council of Kings, based on Psalms 2, the first thing that we'll notice is the feeling of evil. It does not seem that justice is being represented here.
Yep, in case you didn't know, flat earthers think that doing science is evil.
Walking into the massive, dimly lit chamber deep beneath the earth.
Wait, what? There is chamber beneath the earth? Is this going to be now a Lord of the Rings movie?
Figures emerge from the shadows, world rulers, high priests of science, and elite influencers, all draped in robes and tailored suits. A hush falls over the room as a central figure, an aged king with cold eyes, stands to speak.
He will not go away. We've tried blood, we've tried silence, but his name spreads like fire, unstoppable.
The high priest of science stands up and adds to the king's words.
We killed him, and as many of his followers as we could, but their movement only multiplied.
I'm sorry, dear audience, for exposing you to high level of stupid.
The high priest stood up again to give more details to explain how the plan will work.
It's infiltration, not opposition. We reshape the young before they ever hear his name. A system of learning, but not truth.
Oh yeah, there is nothing like hearing about education from people that lack any education and fear it the most.
Educate, controlled curriculum, repetition, indoctrination. Make them think they're free thinkers while we write their thoughts. And their new god, Helio, the sun, the blazing center. Let us crown a new gospel, heliocentrism.
The council has their doubts, but they can see the possibilities.
If this is a council of science, what is Dave Wise the grifter is doing there? Dave refused to go to the final experiment. How is he sitting with Duffy?
Can we really replace the creator with a burning ball of fire? Do you think they will fall for such a wild idea?
Yes, and call it science. Wrap it in complex mathematics. Unprovable, untouchable, but unquestionable.
We'll tell them gravity holds it all together, and only the experts can understand the cosmos.
What about the word on the scriptures?
We reduce it to allegory, fairy tales, a crutch for the weak, parables with no power. We teach them that truth lies not in ancient texts, but in outer space.
There is so much wrong with this text that I don't even know where to begin with. But I think the most funny one is that flat earthers fear math and fear of trying to understand how to calculate or measure things. This is why they don't understand what even is the expected curve on the earth.
They'll abandon the shepherd for the stars.
What about the watchers? We have done a good job by forbidding certain writings. However, what shall we tell the sheep about them?
They'll be called aliens, messengers from the galaxies we invented.
Oh gee, conspirators really like aliens. But how can you have aliens on your flat prison world? I will cover this topic, by the way, in another video, so don't forget to subscribe, because I do want to talk about aliens on flat earth.
We'll say they planted mankind, and now return to guide us.
Take a breath with me and imagine flat earthers think there is a chamber beneath the earth where people meet and do science in secret. And there is a giant alien over the table of high science priest. Benjo, at least if you're lying to promote your products, make your lie bit more sensible. But now you have a giant alien in a room under the earth. What did you think?
As this message comes to an end, keep in mind it might seem a little out there, but it's so important that you study these things to see if they're so. If the so-called aliens are really demons, it's imperative that you know what you're dealing with. Don't be deceived, for God's warned us that even the elect might be deceived.
We placed you here long ago, watched you, and now the time has come to return. Not to rule you, but to help you remember who you are.
The person that created this video literally created a slope, for lack of a better word. Insulted religion, insulted science, insulted humanity. And some people still support this guy? Why? Tell me in the comments. I really don't understand this. And the reason that I put his full name and the name of the video, so it will be remembered and never forgotten.
McDuffie McFlew to Antarctica for the Mac truth, to end the Mac debate, Mac once and for all, and show that we live on a spinning Mac ball. King and McToon and McDuffie McFlew to Antarctica for the Mac truth, to end the Mac debate, Mac once and for all.
The last video creator of Flat Earth that I want to talk about in this video goes by the name Mr. Cheswick. He creates disturbing videos with highly contrast images of the debunkers, and he does the same claim as Benjo, and making claims it is all about the money and stuff like that.
£1,000 because of flats.
Hear the stick, and he'll whack you with his walking stick. If you don't subscribe to Miss Harsh, Frank McNeil will beat you with the rubber thought.
Really, there isn't a lot to show, but I just want to mention this guy is also doing creepy, weird stuff that you can see in the background, and I thought it was very relevant to mention him too, even though he doesn't use AI for the video, he uses AI for the music. And thank you for watching this video. I would hope to see you at the next one. Click on the video that I added here. I know you want to.
Get up, we want you to get on your feet.